I know a lot of people once get to a certain stage, they start to become very stable. They don't want to try something new, or they're afraid to try something new. Right? Is there any tips you can give us to help build up the mindset, prepare the inner side to be ready to try something new?
It's very true. And this is something I realized even before I turned 30, because I work with people who were, not as old as I am now, but were older than me then. It was amazing how set in their ways they were, right? We were organizing an event, and I said, we have to come up with some music. I asked my intern, who was younger, to come up with some music to play. And this venture capitalist who was helping with it said, well, just as long as it's none of that rap music, that bip, bap, bip, bap, bip, bap. I'm like, my God, you sound like you're 85, not 45. What's wrong with you? And so a big part of what I think helps you with this is to actually follow what's happening in the world, following the trends that young people are following, even if they don't make sense to you, right? So I'm not a fan necessarily of Jake and Logan Paul, but I know who they are. I'm not an obsessive watcher of Mr. Beast's videos, but I know who he is and how he works. I really can't sing any song by Chappell Roan, but I know that Chappell Roan exists. And of course, I've been a fan of Taylor Swift for a long time. So the whole point is you're taking in all this information, not just about the startup world and advances in technology, but also about what matters to people all over the world. What are the things that are coming into play? And instead of saying, it was so much better in my day, conveniently enough, most people always believe the greatest music was made when they were teenagers. Guess why? Because that's what they learned to love when they were growing up, and then they never turned the page. And so take in information from a variety of sources. Talk to people who are younger than you, who have very different interests. Seek out as much of this information as possible so you can see just how varied the world can be, and how whatever you do and believe now may be great, but it's certainly not the entire world, and you should always be open to the possibility that something better may come along. For the members of the podcast, I want to commend them for listening. It's very easy to go through life and just do your work and just try to get good grades or try to get good performance reviews. But listening to a podcast like this, trying to educate yourself, trying to find new perspectives and bring them into your life proactively, that's one of the most important things you can do. That's how you will stand out in your workplace with the people you work with. If you bring in new insights, if you bring new ways of looking at things, if you're able to achieve more and help them achieve their dreams, then people are always going to want to work with you.